Hi there, it's Kelly here from Divine Alchemy Healing, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about spiritual hygiene. I'm going to take you through a clear for your house and also one for you personally. This is mainly if you feel like you've got some paranormal activity going on, but it can also be just discordant energies. And you know, if you live in a very busy town or city, you might be picking up the energies of everyone who's trailing in and out. There's nothing to worry about or be fearful about with this, and in fact it's actually quite good for you to have a high vibration when you're doing this work. So the first thing I'm going to do is take you through a little thing just to raise your vibration and then we will do an entity release. That's for people who feel they've got something attached to them. So you might say, you know, that's following you around, it's in your energy field. Now again, this is nothing really abnormal to worry about. We all pick them up from time to time. And the other one is a house clear, but you can also use it for your workspace, you could use it for your car, anywhere that you frequent regularly that you feel the energy might be a little bit funky. So let's start by just doing a bit of a raise of our vibration. I'm going to use some angelic celestial colours, white sage spray to clear the energy around us. So just hold your intention and I will spray that for us now. So I spray it in the aura and then one over the heart. Breathe that in, and that's made of white sage, and if you want to know more you can have a look at Angelic Celestial Colours website. So let's just take a moment and call in all of our guides and all of the teams that work with us, as well as Archangel Metatron. Also going to call in a guide that I call Sananda. Some people call in the Christ light energy or the Christ consciousness. So let's do that. So just get nice and relaxed. Take a moment to center yourself and come into a place of balance. Take a nice breath in, and on your out breath just let your shoulders drop down and come into your heart space. And you have a lot of love energy within your heart space, so just connect in with that. And we're going to call in the guides now. So let's follow along with me. So thank you to all my personal guides and healing teams, all the global guides who wish to work with me, to Archangel Metatron and to Sananda for being here with me now. Take a moment. Let's also call in your higher self. So let's connect to our higher selves by just stating again, I'd like to connect with my higher self now. And feel your higher self coming into your energy field and merging with you. And I'm going to read out an entity release that I've used quite a lot. I do a lot of entity releasing, and in another video I will go into more detail about how all that came about, because I had a big spiritual awakening when I was 21, living in a house with about 100 active entities, but that's really what put me on my path. So you know, it's not all bad. It didn't feel great at the time, I have to say, but on reflection it led me onto the spiritual path, and I'm very thankful for that. So let's do our entity release to start with. We've already sprayed some white sage spray. I'm also going to use some Archangel Michael communication and safety spray. So I'm just spraying that around me now. Lovely. So here we go. And this entity release is in a book called What is Lightbody? It's Archangel Azrael channeled by Tashira Tachi Ren. So, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and Sananda, please bring down the tunnel of light. Ariel, Azrael, and Urukiri, please assist. And I want you to hold really strong intention as I speak these words. I'll say it very slowly. I break any and all agreements or contracts, both conscious and unconscious, that I have made, anyone in my body has made, or anyone in my genetic lineage has made, with any astral entities, thought forms, dark forces, elementals, or external energies that are discordant, we ask that you go into the tunnel and we will take you home. Now, in this book, it has a little note here, and it says, from the moment you begin excuse me, an entity release, assume that feelings or thoughts may not be your own. Boredom, spaciness, resistance, this stuff never works, thought forms, anger, aches, pains, and grief may all be coming from the entities. Identify them and send them on, i.e., entity holding resistance, go to the light. When you feel clearer and lighter, you can ask Michael, Metatron and Sananda to take the tunnel back to the fifth dimension. Now finish your entity clear by saying, it is done, it is done, it is done. I have asked, and so it is. And that's an entity clear done. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to use the triple grid, which will keep your space energetically clean and clear. So this technique is a bit longer, so I will try and speak as slowly as possible so that you can follow it. If you can, do speak it out loud. If you want to get the book, I think it is now back available on Amazon. It was out of print for a long time. It's called What is Lightbody by Tashira Tachi Ren. So this is called the triple grid. Legions of Michael, grid level 1, spherical, my house. Destroyer force angels, grid level 2, spherical, my house. Circle security, grid level 3, spherical, my house. Destroyer force angels, please spin your grid, spinning out astral entities, stray electromagnetic frequencies, fear, disharmony, anger, adverse astrological influences, expectation, frustration, viruses, fungus, bacteria, worry, astral distortions, miscommunication, sadness, enemy patterning, scarcity, loneliness, violence, struggle, stress, other people's karma, inconsideration, and fear, and spin out anything that hasn't been mentioned in this or any other language, but which you know needs to leave the space at this time. Now feel the grid being spun around you in an anti-clockwise motion, or around your home, I should say. Again, if you're doing it for your workspace or your car, just insert the right thing in there. Now when the clearing feels complete, continue with reverse spin, same stuff. Keep breathing and relaxing. Know that you're supported by Divine Spirit. Now when that feels complete, end with stop spin, thank you. Now I'll go to the second part. Legions of Michael. Infuse your grid with the energies of grace, faith, hope, peace, purity, liberty, harmony, and victory, Elohim. Infuse with love, intimacy, the unified chakra, centeredness, clarity, full connection with Divine Spirit, tolerance, clear communication, health, wealth, following Divine Spirit without hesitation, mastery, sovereignty, living heaven, harmony, gentleness, honor, and anything else I haven't mentioned in this or any other language, but which you know needs to be in this space at this time. Allow those energies to come into your home, work, car, clearing. Please seal the grid. Thank you. Now the third bit of this, circle security. Realign grids to harmonize with upper dimensional gridworks. Release all distortions and parasites on the grids. Infuse frequencies for clearer communication with Divine Spirit. Seal the grid. Thank you. We ask, and so it is. And that's a nice straightforward cleanse for your home. There's lots of other things you can do to keep your home clear, and that is, some of the boring things like keeping it nice and clean and tidy and making a nice energetic space. Sometimes when I'm watching videos on YouTube of people who are struggling with entity activity, I look around the environment that they're in, and to be honest, it's no wonder, that they've drawn some entities to them, because yeah, the spaces are dark and dingy, things falling off the walls and all sorts of things. We can always make our space pleasant, even if that's just picking some flowers, tidying things a little bit, sorting out our junk, and yeah, just generally making it a nice space for you. This will also help you mentally and emotionally too. So another thing that's important to say about if you are a person that's had a lot of problems with this sort of thing, is it's really good to do work on yourself to release old energies and anything that's of a lower vibration, because that will stop things being attracted to you. So, you know, any work where you can raise your vibration or release some old energies is really good to do. If you're interested, we do have our Divine Alchemy Healing Workbook and Chart set, which uses a pendulum along with your guide teams, and you can also call on Archangel Metatron, or you can use your higher self or your subconscious mind to work with the pendulum, which will help you identify specifically what energies you need to release, rather than just doing general work, because it is a little bit like a jigsaw puzzle. And there's also information about things like EFT tapping and how to do a state break, which again, if you have gone into fear because things are happening in your house, or you're feeling like you've got a voice in your head that doesn't feel like your own, and you're acting in quite a strange way, then it's really good to do a state break to raise your vibration. And you can actually find a state break on our resource page on our website, which is www.divinealchemyhealing.co.uk. Well, I hope you've enjoyed doing this work, and I will see you again soon, and I'm wishing you a lovely light-filled day. Take care. Bye-bye.